Hey everybody, it's your friend Sarmate here, and we're back with another episode of Settlement Survival. I hope we're having a fantastic and amazing day today. We just got our immigrants here, so we're up to 17 laborers. We're looking pretty good. We're working on developing our little area down over in here. We got one person in our marketplace. We're waiting for our boiler room to get built up. It's almost done, and we need 15 bedding sets. So in our last episode, we did send out our trader, which will be back here shortly for another 8 people that are going to start working in. It's really great. What we should probably do is just turn this caravan around and continue to gain some rep, and we can buy some bedding sets if we do that. So we need the 15 more. We also have a couple issues happening here. So you can see we're in the red with our food, water, stone, clothing, and tools. The one thing that I think I'd like to do, I have this tailor set up to be upgraded to an advanced tailor. We had a lot of extra clothes, a lot of extra rough clothes. We're a little bit low now on our cap, but what I would like to do is get some more advanced clothes. So the regular old tailor can only do rough clothes and backpack. We can't do anything with backpacks because we don't have cotton cloth. So cotton seeds would be really nice to get. But the advanced tailor here, they make costumes. We have rough clothes, down jackets, luxury coat, and backpacks. So the down jacket is what I was kind of thinking of, because we have some linen, we have some feathers. We also had, well, we should get some more leather, I guess. That looks like a little bit of a problem, but we could make some of these, is what I'm getting at. So what we should probably do, we probably want some more pastures going on here. Oh, our caravan returned. Great, so we'll put a pin in the pastures for now. We'll get to it in just a second, but let's look at the caravan. We also have the advanced tailor done, so let's go for the down jackets, get that going. And now, factions, meow. 67, so we have a little bit of work to do yet with that. One thing to note here, the bamboo seeds need to be placed in forest farms, which we have. It's just something that I tend to forget, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I need that. So I just wanted to bring it up here because it's an easy thing to miss. So we need to work on this a little bit more. So let's go ahead, we'll set up another caravan. We should have a handful of things we can sell here, and then of course we're gonna go ahead and buy those bedding sets. All right, a pretty small transaction here. We have some tools, we got some clothes, and then some coal and some domestic fuels for 1,000 weight. Bedding sets, let's go ahead and form that. Get a little bit of rep, get the bedding sets we need for our new neighborhood, and we'll be looking pretty great. Okay, so let's see, what do we got for, pastures, before we forget. Let's finish this up over in here. I want to add a couple more things. We have this weird space over in here. Let's go ahead and fill it in as much as we can. Looks like none of these pastures are going to work with the size we have over here, so kind of goofy. We got the one coming in, so that should be decent enough for that, I guess. We'll put some storage over here or something else. Let's go back over in this area. Let's get a couple pastures going up in this neck of the woods. We'll go over here. We'll do 9x9s. We'll put a couple 9x9s in here, and let's do one more. All right, great. So 3 over in here. We'll get those built up, and then we'll be looking pretty good over in that front. Okay, and then we're looking at housing situation. So yeah, 17 out of 24 in this housing area. So we definitely want to get some of these other houses built up. Go ahead and turn these back on. We should have the materials for all this. Yeah, there'd be no problem. So let's work on that. We got our boiler room done. Excellent. We would probably benefit from a mine over in here as well, so that we don't have to carry that stuff so far, the iron and the coal. But we don't quite need that, so let's see what we need. A well would probably be good down over in here. We'll get a well started right in there. And we have a ship arriving into our port here. Let's see what they have to sell. We do have some coins this time, so we might be able to actually buy something. Ooh, water sanitation, organized bags, straw shoes, maple sap. Alternatively, we could try and do an order and see if we can buy some of those cotton seeds. That would be really great. But let's see what this is. Organized Bag, a book that teaches people how to organize bags. It can be used as a textbook in the primary school. Let's see. Acquire ability inventory plus 30. Ooh, I like that. It's not that expensive either. So for 300, yeah, let's go ahead and we'll buy that for sure. And then we got, of course, put 300 coins in here. Do that transaction. Okay, so we got that ordered. Let's get a person working in there so that we can actually get this happening. Okay, so John's getting that all taken care of for us. Awesome. We have this well here. We probably want to do some more. Let's go ahead and put one more person in the reservoir. We got the red here in our water going on. We could also use some more, let's see, probably costume, right? Yep. Okay, so what that's going to entail is a advanced tailor like we just mentioned. So let's go ahead, we'll come up over in here. We got this guy making down jackets. Let's go ahead and copy that. And we'll get a little thing going on over in this area. I'm pretty sure this road up here is the boundary for our houses. Yep, so we'll have to build this stuff outside of that, of course. We got a nice little spot right over in here. We'll get that happening, and we'll get some more costumes coming in. Okay, so tooling. Looks like we could use a little bit more of that. So let's go ahead, we'll find our smithy, and we'll get another one of these guys going as well. Okay, that's looking all right. We're still working on our pastures. This one's almost completed. That'll be good. And then let's grab one more builder's hut. We got the one right in here. Let's bring one down over in this area. Get that guy going right there, and we'll be looking all right. So yeah, we'll get these things built up. We could put a couple more builders in here. Oh, we got another administrator. Agriculture proficiency +1. Output of gathering structures +10. Let's go ahead and do the output +10. We do have some extra laborers still, so let's go ahead. We'll get a couple people in our veggie processing plant, finally. So this has been going on for a couple episodes here. We needed the broccoli. We got the broccoli going on, and then we were short workers. So let's get the veggie processing plant up and running and get that thing producing us some veggie salads, some better food for our peoples. We're in February, so let's go ahead and put a couple more workers on this field. We're going to go for some more broccoli, and we'll go for broccoli over here as well. Okay, now let's see. I want to see what it's going to cost us to go ahead and order some cotton seeds. Okay, so cotton seeds are going to require 1,002 silver coins, so we're at about half that, so we can't quite order that just yet. 2 pastures completed. Let's get some more beef cattle and some more alpaca going over in here. So let's go for alpaca over here, and then we're gonna do a beef cattle, and then we're gonna do alpaca, and then we'll do a turkey over in that area as well. All right, so let's go ahead and transfer some alpaca over in here. This is going to be pasture 6, so we're gonna transfer. We're gonna do 2 more over in here. Pasture 6, great. And then we have beef cattle over in here. We got pasture number 7. We'll bring 2 over to the number 7. And then we have our turkey. I'll send 4 over to pasture number 9. And then finally, we have the last one. We're going to do alpaca again. And let's see, we'll go over in here. This is number 9. We'll transfer, we'll put 3 over to number 8. Okay, so we got turkey, we got alpaca, we got beef cattle down over in here, extra alpaca over in here. So we should see an increase in our leather and our alpaca wool reflected here in the next year or so with these couple adjustments. We have 6 laborers left still. Awesome. We even have the advanced tailor completed. So let's go ahead. Costumes, smithy, iron tool. Looking good there. Okay, let's come up over in here. These guys are making our down jackets. We got our farm starting. Awesome. Okay, so those farms and all those pastures should help with our food situation. Let's get these houses built. Oh, and we should also have the builder's cabin done. Nice. 3 workers over in here. So all this stuff should be built up really quickly. Let's check out our trader here. We need a little bit more time before we can come back and get the bathhouse built up. But let's go ahead and check our population. 9 still. Okay, so we got 4 more coming in. Let's expand our houses even more. All right, a couple more on the way, and that'll be very nice for having everybody in their own house. We don't have immigrants on the timeline right now, but we will eventually, and we will have a spot for them. Looks like we have a fire coming on, but we should be able to handle that just fine. And then another merchant ship is on the way. Oh, we should maybe think about doing a school over in here, because if we look up here, we have 37 kids, and only 20 of them are in school, so it wouldn't hurt us that badly to get one of these going on again over down south. Let's grab our school, and I think we'll just go ahead and we'll plop it right there, get that school going, and then we can get those extra books in there and start increasing inventory capacity. That's such a good thing to have. Can we swap some of these out? Oh yeah, we can. Okay, we're gonna do that right away. So we'll put organized bag in there, and then what is this saying? Max hunger is plus 5%. What's proper rest gonna do for us? Max health 5. We'll leave that school as it is. Organized bag, wild mushrooms, and vegetables. October, it is time to harvest. We'll see what we're looking like for our food situation, and we should have tons of veggies in this veggie processing plant. Well, 136 I guess isn't tons, but it's a start. So we got that operating. Be very nice to get going on a little bit better here. Looking at timber here, we're at 814, kind of low, but I mean, maybe not terrible. Now that we have some mines going on where we're gathering up some coal, we're not so reliant on our timber situation. But let's get some mine action going over in here. I guess not. There isn't a spot on this whole mountain range here for a mine, so that's not going to work over in there. So we're going to have to kick it into overdrive with these workers over here. Make sure that we're getting enough of these goods brought in for the entire town. Or we put some more timber action over in here, get some more sawmills going, and start making domestic fuels that way. We are utilizing our boiler house here, so we don't have to worry about that as much. But 400 coal in reserves, we're doing all right with that, I guess. Okay, so our caravan did return to town. So let's see, we should have this thing built up soon. There it is. 15 bedding sets, almost there already. And we're at 7,800 silver coins. So we need a little bit more if we want to get some cotton seeds. We have a couple of technology points here that we can spend. I'm really kind of thinking about some more logistical things. Let's get the transfer station going. We can easily afford this. Let's get that happening. And then we have backpacks, and then there's cotton cloth again vexing us. So we're gonna have to get that going on here pretty soon. And then we have 2 more points. I think we're gonna go for bedding, so we have that. I think we should start moving into some smelting stuff. The next tier of buildings is gonna require steel, so we get that happening. We'll be on the way for that. So let's get that going. Get the smelter up and running. So since this area can't be used for mining like we were thinking before, we'll have to make our area for steel kind of over in here. We might be able to put another mine on the backside of this mountain range here. But for now, this was kind of our farming area, but we'll make it into an iron area too. So we got our smelter. We are going to need a fuel factory down over in here. Get that right there. And that'll be okay. Let's go ahead and sneak our road in here. Okay, so let's get the smelter going. Let's get this fuel factory going. And it probably wouldn't hurt. Oh, got a warehouse right here already. So that should be just fine. Let's see how this worked. We'll get this built up and we'll start to make some steel. And we'll adjust it as we go along here. So that should be all of our technology points for now. Let's get our transfer stations set up also. Okay, so these things, they store items, and workers inside will transport stored items to warehouses outside of the range. Okay, so in this area, we don't really have anything that we're trying to ship out to the other neighborhood. I guess we could put one about right in here. This is kind of this is going to be the area where we're processing some things over in here, so I think we'll put it right there. And then up in this side of the world, we are going to need to have another transfer station. There's going to be a good spot right in here. And anywhere else? Oh, that'll fit perfectly right there. Look at that. And it will even capture some of the steel we got. Okay, sweet. So what this is going to do, this has been a point of confusion for some people for a while now. I just wanted to go over it because it has been that. So we have our transfer station here, right? So what these people are going to be able to do, let's say that the smithy gets these iron tools done. They can go ahead and bring them over to this transfer station, store them up. And then what this is going to do, the transfer station workers are going to go ahead and bring those iron tools all the way to a warehouse that is without the range of the transfer station. So you can see here's our border. So any warehouse that's outside of this range, that's going to be an applicable target for those iron tools in this example. So either this warehouse right here, or this warehouse, or this one. So there's a couple targets. Hopefully they will be bringing them down here. I don't think I can manipulate that, but we'll check. So yeah, those are dedicated workers to move goods around, and it's a very powerful tool to have. So food, we've got a lot of meat pops again. We need to start making some more farms. Well, we guess we have the farms made already, and we have plenty of workers. 16? Wow, let's go for some peas here. And then I think I'm going to start doing some oats, because we can eventually come over in here and grab mill and turn these oats into flour, and then we can start making some bread. A couple little plan things for future ideas. Okay, so there are those guys. Let's get these things running. It's June, kind of early in the year, but might be pushing this harvest season for these guys. But let's give it a go. Got to do something about these meat pops. All right, gather plants. We got a little bit of a thing over in here probably. Yep, there's a few plants. Let's get those gathered up. We'll just kind of do a quick little spattering of gathering up some veggies that are wild and run around, just to kind of supplement what we need here. All right, the other technology that we got was for bedding. So let's get a bedding shop set up. We're going to pop it right over in here. And I think what we'll do, grab another transfer station. Oh, I guess not. Guess it's not going to fit there. So we'll have these guys over in here. We need some rope though. So let's see how we're doing over in this area. We got some baskets, and we got lots of reeds, some straw shoes going on. So it looks like we're gonna need another knitting workshop. So let's go ahead, we'll get one placed. Let's actually go for 2. So we're low on laborers again, of course, but we'll get these things going and then we can start to ramp that up a little bit more. We'll get some rope made. We'll probably work on some shoes since we're at 0 with those guys. So that's that situation. And right now, okay, so we had the workers out and about picking up the wild veggies. Still not looking great on food, but we'll leave these farms going over in here and hopefully we fix that here pretty quickly. We need to. We also had our smelter all completed and it's up and running. Primo is working great in there. We got 15 steel already, so it's doing really well. Fuel factory is at cap of 500. We're gonna leave that alone as is. Knitting workshop is complete. Let's get some rope happening. And we're gonna go ahead and turn this one off. I meant to keep that one on. 0 laborers, so not great, but did we complete our school over in here? We did complete the school over in here. Okay, so let's go for water sanitation and let's go for proper rest. That's why I'm not having so many laborers, because they're all going to school. So now we have capacity for 40 students and we have 29 filled up. So we have plenty of room and that'll be great. That is going to produce our more efficient workers and workers with these other applicable buffs, which would be very nice to utilize. So I think what we'll do, we'll take some time here. We're just going to kind of wait for some immigrants, really. We're about half a year left. We have no technology points, but what I'm kind of thinking about doing, so we do need to get the hospital going on, and then we need some luxury bedding for that. Made from silk and wool or feathers at the bedding factory. So I want to double check that recipe once this thing is built up, because this is looking like we're going to need some silk here as well, and that's going to be right in here. So it's not way out of reach, but it's just not something we have set up really. So we're going to need mulberries as well. Going to be kind of a thing. So that's something that we should think about doing, but I don't think we're quite there yet. The other thing that we could be working on is over here in trade. So I mentioned this in the last episode. Get some pottery going or some carving workshops going so that we have some exportable goods. We got our tech point now. So let's go ahead. We have some clay. Oh yeah, and we have refined fuels. We got plenty to run this thing. So potter, we got that guy right in here. Let's go ahead and we'll plop this in our new little industrial area right in here. Get that guy going and we'll tie it in with the road. We do have our transfer station complete. Super awesome. That means that we probably have the other 2 done as well. Yes. All right, great. This compost plant isn't running. I didn't realize that, but we should maybe let's flex this guy out of here. Since we have a capacity of 500 on our refined fuels, we don't really need this right now. Let's go ahead. We'll put somebody in the compost plant here to get that going. We have some extra fertilizer, but not a ton. And of course, we want to utilize the buff. Looks like we got another flood rolling in, so we'll see how this affects us. We're finally in the green with our food, and then we get hit by a flood. So we'll see what goes on with this, I guess. Pottery workshop's almost completed, so that didn't take too long. I was forgetting that we have extra workers here as in the form of builders. So let's go ahead and maybe take a couple of these guys out of here. Can maybe flex one more person out of there. Then we have 2 free laborers right now. And then let's see, is there anything that needs to be replaced? So we did lose a fisherman. Let's see, we should have a 3 in here somewhere. Nope. Okay, so they must have got replaced. Awesome. So 444. Great. How's our salt looking? I haven't looked in a while. 219. Okay, so it's doing okay. Textile mills up and operating. This isn't quite done yet. We're still waiting on some rope. I think we're still waiting on some workers actually. Nope. Got the worker in there. All right. Awesome. So yeah, I do want to check that out, but we'll do that in a minute. Pottery workshop, good to go. So pottery, worth 8 a piece. Porcelain 16. And then silver cutlery is 90, but of course we don't have any silver yet. So let's go ahead. We can easily make porcelain over pottery, so let's go ahead and get that stuff stockpiling so we can start to sell it. And then we have a really good exportable good. To get a little bit more silver coins going on around here. No caravan out, don't have enough workers for that. We almost have our immigrants here. We'll start tucking them in a couple of these other places. So yeah, here we go again, meat pops. Let's grab our compost plant. So this is kind of set up already for our regular roads and stuff, what we normally do, so we can see where our borders are. So we want to try and stay outside of those borders. So if I bring this up, a road over in here, like that, we can build some farms over here on this side. And that's maybe what we'll do right now. All right, a little grouping of farms right there, like so. Might be able to even sneak in a little storage facility, bring the road across like that. All right, we can do an 8x3 right there. Let's absolutely set that up, get that little area going. You can see here I got some spots planned for some houses. Not gonna quite do that yet. We should have this empty. Almost empty. Got 4 in there. So we'll go ahead and we can fill in some more houses in this little area. But we need to put all of these immigrants that we're getting over in here to get this farm up and running so that we can get some more food going on here. We seem to be in the green, so or maybe we are doing better than I'm thinking we're doing, but I just feel like we're lagging a little bit on our food situation. But let's go for another veggie processing plant. Extra good food is going to be, well, it's going to be good. So let's go ahead and we'll get that guy laid out, and then we can start to utilize that, get a little bit more better food going on. And that'll be great. Get that happening. Probably want one more down over in here as well. Do that. Okay. We'll get these workers going on. All right, we have houses where they're going to fit. And our immigrants have arrived. So let's go ahead and we'll buzz up to the town hall. Accept 16 people. Awesome. Lots of meat pops running around. Not great. So even though we have the food in the green, we're still suffering from not having enough food delivered to everybody. So let's get this set up, but there's something that we need to double check again, and that's going to be making sure that we have enough vendors in all of these little spots that we got around town here. I know that we did put a couple in the first marketplace, but let's go ahead. We'll put 3 in there, and I think we have 3 up over in here. Let's just double check. Yes, we do. Okay, so let's leave that. Oh man, lots of meat pops. All right, well, let's get this farm going. We got some more people to work that, so we'll get those on the way, and hopefully next year, we'll have enough food. But we'll find out in the next episode. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Settlement Survival. Have a fantastic and amazing rest of your evening, day, or night, and I'll talk to you again soon.